I see. That is rather unusual. Could she be aligned with the mini-link we encountered?
Chase,
Lamerla.
Chase will think about it and then kind of shake her head. That I would actually doubt that. Demons and devils do not get along.
However, while they may not get along, they do share a like cause. It
No,
might
Not
they
really.
order and chaos. They would confront, and this is actually the sort of challenge as well. Oh, of course not. Devils and demons, order and chaos. They do not get along under almost any circumstance. They will fight each other to the last. It
I
is
wonder
quite
if
the
actually-
dire circumstances where the very hells themselves are in danger before they would even think of allying with one another.
True. I don't know. It's just something feels wrong there. Not to mention we encountered that Drider. I wonder if
Yes.
there's activity in the Underdark we probably should take into consideration.
I don't know. There's so much that can be done right now. I don't even know where to tell you guys to begin if you wish to look into all this.
Was there any findings at the lake that might be of use?
Nothing that we've gotten, and I don't believe Cassidy or Azul got anything before their attack. Azul might be able to tell you more, but we have to wait until she wakes up.
Which I'll help out with that to some degree. I'm not an expert, however, I do have some talent with restoration. So,
Yep. Serena, are you gonna make a mention at some point about your summons back?
Yeah, she'll probably handle moving or doing whatever else the town needs to get back up on its feet a little bit, but then she really has to get going.
Yeah, are you gonna I'm gonna assume you've mentioned it probably to Father O'Malley because that would make the most sense, either him or the Baron.
Yes.
What count? I'm gonna keep calling him the fucking Baron because that's what I based him on. So I'm gonna go with Father O'Malley. You mentioned too, and he's going. Sorry to see that you have to go, and well, say you have to go and return to home isn't really the worst thing ever, but we could have used your aid out here. Still, I wish you fine traveling, safe voyage.
Yeah.
The ship should be arriving around noon tomorrow. That should be able to take you back.
Yeah. Serena's also going to leave a bag of assorted items for the party to reclaim, so that way it's easier. You know.
Yep. All
And
right.
also meta just letting the party pick what they want and leaving Serena just some base few items.
yeah, we'll
probably
just
Thunderbrand
make a
and
list
something
of
else.
something.
Yeah. Thunderbrand, probably her hammer and her armor.
We'll make a separate list and figure it out from there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out after session. All right, Elana, what are you going to be doing primarily?
It would probably be helping just rebuild the things still, I guess.
Yeah, like the storm. It's by the time the sun was about to go off, the storm has more or less vanished completely.
I'm gonna step out
Everything's
for
more
just
like
a
everything
moment.
is not properly rebuilt at this point, but it's in a serviceable state where you could probably survive.
Okay.
And people who like the houses that aren't in the best of condition, they'll stay with others so they can stay warm and everything throughout the night.
Then I can't think of anything because I don't think Chase would have a book that Alana would want to try and find, which would be, since Arashi mentioned there'd be other tribes that had storm magic, she'd want to try and find out about that.
Roll an unskilled wisdom check for me.
Oh god, unskilled wisdom?
Yes.
Oh Jesus. I'm ready to fail.
Please, Jeeves, if you're going to call him that, use his full name. All, like, 5 or 6 of them. Well done. Thinking about it, with his mention of there being other tribes, you almost get the feeling that he's not so much as speaking of other tribes as for the fact that you know his daughter is able to control storms of his own admission, and what you've seen, you almost get the feeling he's speaking of his own family.
True. I don't know what to do then.
All right. Well, for now, I'm going to say it's the night has passed. You're able to more or less rest, unless Lily had anything.
Yeah, you never asked me what I was doing.
Yeah, my
As soon
apologies.
as Arashi left, Lily has gone off, and she's gonna start trying to fix up some of the houses. Gonna, try to patch up some shingles, patch up the holes in the roofs and stuff. And that night, I was gonna have her talk to Silas.
All right, go on. You can speak tonight. You'll be in the town hall where, you'll be in the town hall. So the only other people there, I'm going to say, will be Azul, who they've probably prepared a proper bedroll and everything for, because they don't really want to move her anymore. Cassidy, who is asleep on the floor against the wall, and the guildmaster has been keeping watch still.
And she's gonna make sure no one else is around, aside from
You
who
can
you just
probably
mentioned.
drag him off to a side room, but nobody else will be around.
She's gonna say, Silas,
What is it?
you're the only one I can trust. I need to find out more about Mara.
Tell me.
She
What
was
do you know?
She was a rogue just like you. Assassin. And she was part of the Assassin's Guild. And I would really like to travel down to Northbridge. And I can't do it alone. They might kill me.
I need to know the contract she's picked up.
That's what I'm looking for. And I just can't believe that she would do this to us. To me.
If we go, you might not like your answer. And if I do find out, if she's picked up some, let's just say, contracts I don't agree with, she'll be a target.
If she did this to my friends, I'll help you kill her.
Fine. I'll travel down with you.
Thank you. And then Lily's gonna go off to bed.
Okay. And I don't believe there's anything else for the night.
Actually, Jeeves, Lily's got the bag of holding, right?
Yep.
Sorry, this is a bit out of nowhere, but I don't have any kind of currency on me.
Oh. Well, we just got a sizable payment from Arashi. Silver, how much did he give us?
He gave you he said 5,000. He actually gave you 7,000.
He didn't count it because you were such a hurry.
No, you get the feeling that he's done that intentionally.
Fair enough.
Well, we didn't get a chance to count and tell him no, so Lily's gonna check how much money she has, be a little surprised about the amount. Well, I didn't think we had this much. Here, take 1,000 gold.
Alright then.
We got
It's
plenty.
like, hi, mass man. Here, this is 1,000 gold.
She's very
You're the
trusting.
only one I could trust.
She's
Take
very
Even
trusting.
Alana?
All right. And unless there's anything else, we'll go on to the next day.
I'm gonna take the 1,000 gold out of the party loot, so go ahead and add that to your loot.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna do that. Can I quickly save something like Silas would do in the morning?
Yeah, if anything you do in the morning, go ahead. 'Cause we're going pretty much to morning.
Okay, Silas will go and get Cassidy some food and something warm to drink for in the morning before she wakes up.
There's one part of me that was thinking you're just gonna say, gonna go and finish off Azul.
Wow.
There's
That
part of me
would have been
thinking
the
it.
fastest way to piss off what is, meta-wise, one of the big goods.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be good. Lily
Alright,
is going to get
so-
up as early as possible and gonna see if Silas wants to head out.
Well, when you wake up and you're over there to check on Silas, you see he's already brought food over. He got some sleep throughout the night at some point, I'm going to go with, so he's not going to get in a level of exhaustion. You come over there, you see that Cassidy is just starting to wake up and digging into her food, and as you go there to start to speak to him, you hear a few groans coming from the table where Zul is laid out.
Your friends, looks like your friend's up.
Good. We should leave.
Hmm. You okay? You okay there? Yeah, he's asking to Cassidy.
Cassie would kind of nod. She'll say she's okay, and she's already starting to get up to check on Azul.
That's good. Don't want, can't have you falling asleep on us now.
And she'll kind of nod, yes, thank you for helping keep watch. And she goes over there to kind of tap on the guildmaster's shoulder, and he kind of nods sleepily, and he kind of heads off to go get some rest himself.
So where are we going?
We're going to Northbridge.
It's about a day's travel south, give or take.
Northbridge. Haven't been there for a little while.
We should leave before the others wake up.
And we're gone.
Okay.
Of course.
And like you head out, and you eventually pass the blacksmith on the way, and he's actually out and about. So this complete black-skinned tiefling kind of just looks out, and he just nods at the two of you as you leave. Doesn't
Lily
say a
waves
single
back.
word. Yeah, he doesn't say a single word otherwise. So the
Yeah.
two of you have now left on a journey. The others, you have waking up. What are you doing?
Hey, at least you didn't go alone.
For once.
Yeah, so the others, what are you doing?
At this point, what Alana should do.
Serena's just waiting for her ship, checking up on everything one last time before getting ready to head out.
And I suppose Surina running around to check out before she heads out. So the ship's not going to arrive till probably noonish. And checking in on everyone, she sees that Azul is indeed awake. And Cassie's like got food out for her, trying to make sure she eats. And Azul is moving really slowly right now, but she is awake and mostly aware.
Serena's gonna go up and look her over one last time and ask her how she's feeling.
And she'll just explain, like I've been cut off from some part of me. Like, she holds her arm out. Like, my arm has been cut off, but I can't explain it.
I almost want to do another check, but I don't know. Serena says, "I don't know what else. I don't know what else I can do. I can do for you. I've used what magic I could to remove the poison from your body, but if there's something else, I'm not aware of it. You might need to find a better healer than I am to figure out what's wrong."
And she'll kind of nod. Well, the best healer I know of, I don't know where she is.
Who would that be? Oh, wait, are we there?
Falana walked in.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it'd be odd for Falana to walk in, because checking on people, especially one that she knows, Azul kind of stopped to think, well, go Mez, go. Azul will kind of stop to think, well, she was a healer back home. One of the best, as I understand, but I don't know where she is now. Not since everything shifted.
Perhaps you could explain the shift a little bit.
The Fire Nation attack.
Azul will kind of just lay back. And she'll look over to Cassidy. Cassidy explained that he had left, but what did he tell you before he went?
The island is key to the dimensional shifting. The dimensional boundaries, so to speak.
And she'll kind of nod at that. That's more or less right. To explain from the beginning, I don't think it's hard to understand that I'm not from your world, right?
Oh, believe me, it's a lot easier to understand than you think.
And she'll continue to explain then after nodding. Well, my world ended 11 years ago.
Ended.
Well, what else do you call it when something pulls both moons down to hit it?
I guess that would be a catastrophe.
And she'll kind of go on to explain, we're not sure exactly what happened. It hit something, did something, or maybe there was a group, deities, what have you, tried to preserve the mortals that live there. Most of us died, but several of us got shifted to another realm. About 11 years ago, and she'll kind of motion around, if I understand, most of you, well, that's when the new races started showing up, wasn't it? And you get the feeling that she's speaking of the more beast-like races, in layman's terms, the cat girls and such, along with like people more like herself. Several of them got shifted there, where they were safe for the most part, able to live once more. Though home, the island, it took longer. It seemed to be stuck between worlds, between dimensions for a while before finally reaching the point where it's free. Though I don't know where things happened much beyond that. I wasn't home when it happened. And he never really wanted to explain.
Since this poison is interfering with your key, perhaps you should probably seek out a monastery. They might have a solution.
Probably, though I wouldn't know where to look here. The style I practice isn't any normal style.
It would be a step in the right direction, at least. More than what we have currently.
Perhaps. For now, though, I just want to rest.
I can understand that. I'll do my research, see what I can come across, and we'll start making plans to make a trip there.
And
Did you
she'll nod grateful.
Did you find anything out about the thing that happened near Oracle Lake?
Well, whatever it was, no. I remember what it was. It wasn't quite what we think about. The best I could hear, it was... And she'll kind of stop trying to think how to explain it correctly. The object wasn't there. And there's been no indication of anything happening in that area, except on the night when you did the divination test to investigate, the people there, the elves, reported that they'd seen some strange hut on chicken legs running across the water.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I
Jesus.
think that would be it.
Yeah, we
Oy
think
vey.
It is.
whatever it is, it's probably has whatever artifact was lost there, but we'd have to track it down.
Well, it sounds like it should be harmless. Kind of.
Harmless, right?
We'll look for that monastery first, get you back on your feet.
All right.
Until then,
Yep.
Rest up. We'll figure something out.
And she'll kind of nod grateful and kind of just go back to resting. Cassie will speak up. Do you know where your friend with the mask went? I wanted to thank him for helping keep watch last night.
I don't know much about him, and we just met him, so the amount I trust him is still rather restricted.
All right.
But I don't know where he is at this time. I've been busy doing some research and comparing notes,
Okay.
helping out around here. You know the drill.
Yes, I know. I know how you work. And she kind of just gives a faint smile at that. Well, and she'll kind of look over at Azul again. Anything you can do to help her out, or anything at all that you're doing to try to help out with anything that's happened, I'm willing to help you out.
Well, don't overstretch your body too much. You still need to relax and rest yourself.
And she'll kind of chuckle and nod. Yeah, I know. Should probably go bug Garrett. Get a good drink. And she'll kind of just sit down again.
Speaking of Garrett, I might as well go harass him for you. You want me to bring you anything?
Can you bring a keg?
I might be able to bring one or two.
And Silver, we hear in his mind is Matilda going, I bloody like this girl.
I go for a bottle of wine myself of some things we're encountering.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, then. So next we should take a look. Surina, it's basically about, I'm going to say it's about noon for you, so you can head out if you wish.
Okay.
Yeah, so Surina, ships has pulled in early in the morning. They've been, like, the captain has been speaking with the harbor master who, like, has his arm in a cast, but they've been just talking back and forth the entire time, and Surina kind of goes there. Passage is easy enough to get, and you're, by about noon, 1 o'clock, you're on your way out again.
All right. I guess that's me.
Yep, and that's Surina currently heading out of the game since Earth has work issues coming up.
Yep.
Which we could say our goodbyes to Serena on her way out. It's no problem.
Yeah, so Surina is currently out of the game. She can come back later on if circumstances warrant it, but for now, the Cleric is gone.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so,
we
have-
I want to be healer.
so Alana, what are you going to be doing this morning after you wake up?
I don't know. I really at this point in time.
I'm also going to say this
It's
much.
just kind of
Yeah, I'm also going to say this much as a side remark. No one in the party can recognize what the woman looks like aside from her hair, even after seeing her themselves.
Well, we already know why we'd have.
You already know
Suspicion
why,
that we
and
have
finding her in the
people
future
starting to be
shouldn't
really
be that
wonky.
hard because of this now.
Silas really understands this girl.
Which I gotta look up that spell now.
It's not an actual spell.
the spell
No,
you
no,
used,
no, no. But a spell to counter it.
Yeah.
the storm spell.
No,
Storm
she
of
means
Vengeance.
like
Yeah.
a true. She means like a true sight spell, essentially.
I need to look up what level that is. But because every edition is different from this one for some.
Yeah. So, Alana, you gonna do anything in particular? You know that the apparatus is damaged, and the main one you had fixing it is gone. Azul is awake at this point. You'd probably discover that if you went to check on her. Everything else is kind of just milling around. I'm sure everyone has seen the Count just kind of running around. He just seems to be running himself a little bit ragged. You actually see Chase out there at a few points trying to get him to stop.
There it is. Ew. Ew, I just saw the price of that. That's a 6th level spell. Holy shit.
All right. So is anything else going to really be...
Alto's having connection issues. He can't really hear what's being said.
Yeah, that's my apology, Alto. That's a wonderful time for connection issues.
Well, he started roboting, so I figured something was up.
Yeah, I didn't catch the robot.
End the call and restart it, Alto. Hold up.
Yeah, have him leave rejoin. Let's see what else is there. Since we had Falana go through her thing, Silas and Crayton have traveled off.
Silas and Crayton.
Both of them.
Silas and Crayton, yes. Me, myself, and Irene have traveled off.
And I guess Lily will follow the three of
Does
them.
that mean I'm gonna have a moment where I'm beating myself up in a carriage and throw myself out, then run back in it?
Well, as long as you don't have to talk about Fight Club, I think you'll be fine.
As Lily and Silas sneak away, after they get, I don't know, an hour into their journey, Lily is just going to start talking to Silas and explaining what they've been doing for a bit. And she's going to skip over most mentions of Mara. Probably conspicuously.
Okay. Now, Jeeves, if you want me to say anything back about any of these events, I don't know any of these events.
Oh, we can.
I can give you a brief overview of things. Is Lily going to be starting from the very beginning?
From her involvement, yeah.
So the very beginning.
Basically, she's gonna tell him her life story. No, from when she left, but not the reasons why.
So like when she first got to Ashenport, I'll have it start there. So she'd explain like got to Ashenport along with the cleric who just left, or the cleric who you know was leaving, and the The elf, you eventually ended up helping out deal with some bandits, eventually tracked them down to see where their home or where their base was, finding the child, Elana, in the process. Unable to find out much more about that other than constructs that you dealt with, the party decided to head down to Northbridge in the first part, with the wizard there, whom he would have noticed and would have either thought is a demon, some sort of monstrosity, or something else, considering that her lower half of her body is a snake. Upon getting to Northbridge to find the old friend of the snake that they want to speak to, he was killed pretty quickly before they could get any details, and Lily and Snake ended up getting kidnapped. Lily is going to omit particular parts about how things went, other than she was able to win in the arena.
Mhm.
They are able to reveal the arena master as corrupt, etc. And in the process, basically give the arena's control of the arena to the Assassin's Guild in the town.
This part she's going to embellish a little bit and make herself seem a little more grand than actual.
Yeah.
Because that's
for the Assassin's Guild himself, she'd probably mention that they had spoken to the Assassin Guild Master himself on a few different occasions, who seemed like a relatively okay guy considering he's in the business of killing people.
He seems fair.
From there they went on to try to deal with where some monstrous constructs came from. Found a cave, dealt with it, found a strange artifact there, along with a small demon thing, which is very adorable. I think she's going to embellish how adorable it was.
It was extremely adorable. The problem was it didn't like hugs very much.
At this point, Silas literally would just start. Okay, enough story time for now.
Well, we haven't even talked to you about the Oni that we killed and how we.
Then she's probably going to summarize things from there. We ended up getting sucked down to a town down south, did things there, went back up north, did things up there in a manor, dealt with a big monstrous Oni, got roped into going to Dwarftown, took care of Dwarftown, killed a few people, did a trial, did a few things here or there, came back to Ashport, went up north, found you, came back down.
So, what about you?
What?
What about you? What's your story?
I'm gonna be honest here. I don't really want to bring it up.
Okay.
All you need to know that part of me doesn't matter anymore.
Well, I think a part of all
For
of
the
us
last-
no longer matters.
All you need to know that I travel around this godforsaken place trying and get rid of any kind of evil.
Which god?
I'm gonna slap you.
I know.
Get rid of anything I deem evil, anyone who I think will hurt the innocent.
We've mostly been trying to help the innocent and had to kill a few people along the way, but and basically we've been trying to help the Count and a few other people, but every once in a while you gotta kill someone. It's just how it goes.
Killing ain't the issue. It's killing for what reason?
To make the world a better place.
Hmm.
That's all that really matters. And I
Speak
guess
for
at this
yourself,
point, they'll
Lily.
probably fall into silence.
Speak for yourself, Lily. Ugh.
She is speaking for herself. You're
Yeah.
nowhere near. You are
I
about
know.
8 hours away.
So your last name? You're from Haven, right?
Yeah.
Thought so. You know, once I heard your surname, kind of obvious whose daughter you are.
Yeah, I'm the daughter of the Viscount in Haven.
I know.
How do you know? Have you been
I-
there? Would I know you?
Probably no, not personally. I've met your parents once before.
Can I do an insight?
You can do an insight.
What are you inciting for?
Oh, I want
You
to.
can see that he is completely honest on that he has met your parents, though he is obviously live omission about how he met them.
I was trying to insight whether I knew any. You know the story that I did an intelligence roll on
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Whether if I
Oh.
could connect the two.
I'm gonna say you might be able to connect the two at this point, but I don't. You didn't actually hear his proper name, so no.
Okay.
So he hasn't used his real name, so you won't connect the two yet. If you hear his actual name, you probably will, but
Well, I'm sure my parents would have loved someone like you. That sounds about as sarcastic as she can make it.
I take it. It's obvious trying to pick it up. I'm take it. Yeah, they'd love me.
Well, on the plus side, I'm nothing like my parents, so
No. You seem to prefer smashing things.
smashing things is fun. Well, you seem to like stabbing things, so there's not much difference.
More or less, I do it out of necessity than pleasure.
Well, I only stab bad things. Smash. Slash. One of those.
beat up.
Destroy. Annihilate.
Remind me why I'm coming. Remind me why I'm walking down with you again.
We're going to figure out.
It
whether we-
it was rhetorical.
Oh.
Alto, you back by the way? Can you hear?
Caca.
Yes and no.
As I suggested, you might want to reboot Discord if you don't have the most recent update.
He's read that.
Well, we're getting pretty close to 4, so we could probably end it off at any point, because otherwise it's going to be Lily and Silas going for a decent bit into Northbridge, I feel. Maybe like a half hour.
Maybe Falana doing stuff in.
Yeah, and Falana doing stuff otherwise, and I want to make sure that Alto can speak properly and hear properly to have Elana do whatever she's going to do.
It's fine as well because you know me. I'll have to.
Yeah.
20 minutes, but
I'm sorry about this, but
I'm not blaming you at all. It's about the time anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. I will
'Cause
also apologize for yelling during the combat, but there were 5 people. I think everyone was trying to speak at once.
Yeah, it happens.
yeah,
I think that one was necessary.
that was necessary.
All right, then. Other than that, I will work out experience otherwise. I have not decided if the party's going to get 4,000 yet, but I'm sure I'll let you know soon enough.
I'm about to say you didn't give us anything. You didn't tell us XP for last session. No, you're doing
I
XP
think
differently.
I think you got like 7,000 for last session. I don't remember what
Thank
Silas
you.
got.
Well, Valentine.
Alright, should I end off the stream?
Yep, getting off the stream now.
Thank you, everyone.
Jeez,
Happy
you're-
late Mother's Day.